Dave.
What's going on?
Welcome everyone to Wired Wednesdays.
Oops.
I think everything's checking out. Everything seems to be working. I got my banana, got my coffee. Put the sign up, Dave. Do you like the sign?
I like it.
Yeah, I changed the view a little bit too, so it's a little bit higher. I don't know. I'm gonna mess around. Got my infinity gauntlet. Got the tree. Everyone's doing good.
I just like the way your mic it blinks. I'm jealous.
Oh yeah, whenever I'm talking.
Yeah, shit's legit,
Yeah.
bro.
I like that it's not just a button, right? Like, because it's, you can mute it right away. Like, I know if it's muted or not. It helps, with the
Yeah, unlike me.
Yeah.
I'll leave
the process of
unmuted,
it. But yeah, let's say hi to everyone. Another Wednesday, another beautiful Wednesday. It is storming here, but maybe it's beautiful where you guys are. Travelers Travels, what's up, man? Rude Puts, Dom G, Crypto Craig, Golden Wolf, 10 Minutes to Midnight, Vinny Del Greco, Mr. Hawk Crypto Mining, not James. Okay, it's not James. Son of a Rabish, what's up, man? Mr. Max Voltage, Techman Ty, bunch of familiar names. Thank you so much for joining us. Scott Sheffield, what's up, man? Looks like Mike got on the shitcoin bandwagon here. Go check out Hawk KRC20 token. It's crazy that all these platforms are making more coins. But I guess Solana did the same thing, right? Solana was Ethereum was the first one. And Solana was like the meme coin thing, right? Yeah. Hawk, I saw you say that it was easy. It's great that they make it so accessible, right? Like so easy to do. A video out tomorrow. Yeah,
easy to have fun, it looks like.
Yeah. It's interesting, right? And that's a big thing in crypto is like accessibility, ease of use,
Right.
Making it easy to make these things. I feel like a lot of them were overly complicated, right? But seeing Casper being able to do it, like you said, Mike, I'll check your video out tomorrow. But if it's easy to make it, it makes the adoption of the tech more easy, right? I'm not sure what these tokens are for, you know what I mean? But makes the adoption easier. So yeah, automatic beats. Hawk is gonna rug everyone. It doesn't work that day. You can't rug anyone. That's not fun, then, Mike. It's not fun. But I guess the rugging will be for Solana, right? I wonder what makes it not. I honestly I don't know anything of it. Dave, do you know much about the KRC20 tokens?
No.
No. Oh, you're very professional today, Dave. You have David as your name.
I didn't even put that in there.
Oh, you didn't?
What the fuck did that come from?
Okay. All right, David.
I guess I did here. Let's see if let's go look at the settings here. See what we got over here.
Yeah, Catspot had a lot of fun stuff recently. Big upgrade to their network. I don't know much about Catspot. I know we've talked about it a couple times, but I am by no means a Catspot expert. But seems like it went well. Seems like the profits for these machines are better. It looks like they jumped up like crazy, and then it kind of came back down, but it still seems more profitable than what it is. So if anyone's mining Caspo with these Magic China boxes, are you guys still getting better rewards from this? The last thing I saw is
like
that
24 hours or something.
Yeah,
I saw it
because
I have them all on, but it's just like it was like a 24-hour thing or something. It just jumped up.
Oh, you have them on right now, David?
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm saying my name is GF, but yeah, I have them on. I just have them running. It's one of those set it forget it because they're so low wattage. It doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah,
it really doesn't matter. Like it doesn't change. I think either they break even or whatever. Like it doesn't, it doesn't do anything to my life by having them on.
Yeah,
back there. Right there, the Doge miner. I don't know if it's even or it actually cost me some money, but it's gonna get turned on too. But
yeah, we were talking about that earlier today. It's low wattage enough that it's like, why not? You know what I mean? It's doesn't disrupt anything. You can sleep next to it. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those
little heater,
bigger ASICs. But we have Retro Mike. GPURisers, they aren't proper tokens. They're just inscriptions, same as ordinals on BTC, ordinals on LTC, and doginals on Doge. Doginals. I don't know, but that's interesting, Retro Mike. But all of those increase like profitability, right? Because it's all tied in with the block reward. So aren't you like paying at whether it's ordinals or whatever? I guess you're paying to have these things minted, right? And then that payment is going to the miners. Is that like the 50,000 level of it? I think the people that are minting the coins, right? Vinny Del Greco slightly higher, 10 to 15%. Hey, well, you know, that's pretty good, Mr. Hawk. So you have to pay for. Okay, so you do have to pay for it. You have to pay for KRC 20 mint, which is 1,000 Casper to create a token. Then you have to set your tokenomics. I did not set a pre-distribute any to myself over 30 wallets minted Hawk token. That's interesting. So 1,000 Casper, is that just like flat, like 1,000, or is it like in relate? I guess it wouldn't really matter if it was 10 tokens or 10,000 tokens, right? But 1,000 Casper, what that's like? Is that $10? How much is it? Or $17? Was it 17 cents? There's $170. Is that $170? Oh, 170. Jeez, you paid 170 to make a coin, Mike. Friend Coin has assets. Sign up to one extra coin a day. KSO Pro. Hey, I mean, it's something, right? It's it seems like it was a successful network upgrade, so that's good, right?
So what's the purpose for that? Then I guess there's a video on it, but so he made a coin that says his name on it. Awesome. So, and then he paid $170 to do that, and then now what?
Well, I think it's kind of just like learning it, right? It's
what?
Well, like how to mint it and how the network upgrade works and everything like that. I feel like a lot of crypto is kind of just like learning it and seeing how it works.
Okay.
So I tied it to my socials. It has a $46,000 market cap. All right, Mike. But hey, I mean, if it's I guess as long as it's not like turns into a pyramid scheme, it's fine, right?
Well, if people buy into it, doesn't the value go up? And then whoever has the most can sell it and dump it? Is that how it works, or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's what will people pay for it, right? Like, what's the rate for it, and you know, the market price. Go to caspa.fyi. I don't really want to type that into my browser, Mike.
Oh, that's it.
How long has GPURisers had the new mic? I've had it for a while, Max. I've had it for.
Sounds great, Mike.
Oh, really? Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds very professional.
I bought it used or like new on Amazon. Got a little bit of a discount.
When you buy like new on Amazon, that shit's new, man. You just get
yeah.
That's how I look at it.
People return stuff on Amazon because the box is just like scratched up or something. It's weird.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah. But no, I like it a lot. It's nice. I moved the arm over here. This is a lot better. I got my proof of useful work rigs here. I'm setting that one up soon. I know I said that, and then I have this other one here. So doing that, but I did just see online today they stopped the production of the 4090s. So must be something on the horizon here. I don't know.
It's gonna come. It's inevitable.
Yeah. But I wonder what the 5090s are going to give. I know we always speculate, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because we don't know, right?
Before you know it, a GPU is going to be like a FPGA, Mike. Let's be honest. Yeah. So then now they're going to have to backtrack and go on less wattage, right? Because FPGA is more, it's not wattage hungry. But it could do more, right? So, I mean, I don't know. They can only make these cards so freaking big, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a huge tower right now. And people are, it's almost like we're regressing, right? Because usually when you get more like, you know, more information and like making a card, it gets smaller, it becomes more compact. It's the opposite right now. Everything's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's only so much data you can put on these cards, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you're limited, right? And
Yeah.
same with the silicon. You know, going down all these nanometer sizes, you're limited by just physics.
Yes.
But I still feel like, what do you think about this? Like, I feel like the 4090 was artificially large just so that you couldn't put it in server cases. Like, have you ever took apart one?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even. I don't think I physically have had one in my hands. I'm not sure if I even had one in my hands, but I know that it's massively large, right?
It is, but it doesn't need to be that big, I don't think, because they made 4090 blowers. You know, China made them. You know what I mean? And it could be that size, but they purposely made it big, I think, so that people don't make this, right? They don't want a proof of useful work machine, an AI machine. They want you to buy like a 6000 ADA. You know what I mean? They don't want you to use a 4090 instead. That's supposed to be a consumer grade card. They don't want it to mix. So I don't know. I got a tinfoil hat theory that it's going to be more like, or the 5090 is going to have more limitations than the 4090. I don't think it's going to be that good of a card for AI and language models and machine learning and stuff like that. I feel like they're going to do something like not an LHR style, but something like that, right? I feel like they did it with mining. They might do it with this too.
So gear it towards the gamer 100%. So whatever the games are going to need. But, you know, if you really think about it, Mike, everything's going towards AI, right? Everything's going to need more compute power. These video games are just going to get more and more complicated as they make them, as they engineer them. You're going to need a lot. You know, when you're playing these video games, it's going to be, before you know it, the average person to play a video game is going to need a 1,000-watt power supply. Yeah. At minimum. I could see it now. You know, I could see the little kids yelling at mom and dad because their circuit broke, blew, and the lights went out in their bedroom. You know? Yeah.
Witness 101. He's saying, what do you mean they? Who are they? I'm talking about NVIDIA. There's dozens of manufacturers who make 4090s. You're talking about AIBs, I think. It's cute. Okay, Witness 101. Getting sassy here. I like it. It's cute. You think North America is the only place where cards are sold. Okay. North America is not the only place where cards are sold, but NVIDIA did not release small PCB boards for them. That was China that did that. NVIDIA did not sell small, and I know it's the AIBs that do like the boards and everything like that, but I know personally that the AIBs here were restricted for that. Like PNY, we have a good relationship at Terra with PNY. So it's like it was told to us that the reason why these are the size that they are is so that they don't compete with their data center level cards. So who cares about NVIDIA? Why do you need an NVIDIA? I don't know. Did you just stumble upon this stream? Straight up ignored my Mike. I don't want to put that website into my browser.
Sassy tonight. Everybody's
GPURisers first specs with 600 watts TDP, then they changed to 450, but cooler stayed huge for 600. But I know some of the 600 ones were that was for overclocks, right? I feel like that they still had some BIOS left for it. So, Mike, it's an Explorer, you idiot. GPURisers. Mike, I'm not putting your shitcoin on the stream. First specs was, 600 TDP though. I mean, that's what the cable can max out, right, Dave? Like,
yeah. I mean, I still think personally it's pushing it. That's just my personal opinion. Just for like engineering cables, that's what I do for a living, and I understand specifications, and the pin's only going to do what the pins need to do, right? Yeah. And it's like, it's so close, right, that if that pin starts to back out, that card melts. Why would that happen? We have pins that back out all the time. You know, if my cable wasn't fully seated, it'll still work, but I don't think there's going to be any melting. You always want to make sure, like, don't get misconstrued of what I'm saying to everybody out there to have my cables or anything like that. Make sure everything's fully seated. But through heat and cold, you have expansion, right? That can push you out a little bit, right? So I don't know. I have no idea. It's a touchy subject when if I do decide to do those 12 pins, there's going to be a lot of money involved to do them. That's why I don't know how much the market's going to be, because, for instance, does anybody out there have they ever made a 12 pin to 6 pin? No. Think about it. Imagine having that 12 pin to 6 pins, Mike. You're taking 3 or 4 6 pins, plugging it directly into like a server PSU, right?
Yeah.
GPU mining becomes hot and heavy. People may not want to use ATX power supplies. Then they're going to have to use an extension to put inside a freaking, you know what I mean?
Or I think the PCB boards on the server, wouldn't those change first to have 12 pins on them? So there'd just be direct 12 pin to 12 pin?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be the next thing.
But then what if you don't have a 12 pin? What if you're using something else that's not a 12 pin? There's another solution that I can come up with. 12 pin to something else. 12 pin to, the cards that have, the CPU connection, right? The EPS connection. Four powers on the top, 4 grounds on the bottom. You know those cards. What are those cards? CMP? No. Is that? Yeah, the
CMP HX 100s, the style.
Something like they're like a regular EPS connection. It's not a PCIe. It's like 4 powers. They give you actually 4 powers and 4 grounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of solutions. There's a lot of things that are out there. It's just a matter of just creating something for the whole market. That is the ultimate goal. It always has been.
Yeah.
On the right direction. Working with, major company, and it's a go. So that's pretty amazing. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Witness 101. That's the silliest conspiracy theory I've ever. It's not a conspiracy. It was confirmed. Why wouldn't people just re-engineer a case? They did 100%. But up in the market and create a 4U case that fits 4090s. No 4U case can fit a 4090. But if you make a 5U case, Witness 101, hit me up. We'll buy a couple from you, because we are looking for 5U server cases that can fit these larger cards. Mike, let's not talk about shit projects. We already talked about Casper, Mike. I prefer to always seat my cable. I mean, Joker Miner, did you sell all your AI boards? No, I still have 4. I might sell the one in here. There's an Epic in here, and I have 3 more. But let's I don't know what I want to do, really. I know this one is going to be turned into one, right? Because I have a lot of AI machines already and everything like that. So this one I want to have in here, one that's like close by. The AI machines that I have are at our data center for Terra. So those are up there. Those are also like 8-card 4090 rigs. So I'm not going to put that in here. Even if I had the power, it'd be super hot. Actually, they don't use a lot of power, surprisingly, but I am going to do a single or dual 4090 in here. Haven't decided, but I don't think I'm going to do 2. But that case I had extra. So Joker Miner, if you're interested, hit me up. I do have a lot of them. And the only reason why I'm getting rid of them is not because I'm getting out of it, but I consolidated, right? I had a ton of these that were like Epic boards, 2 4090s, and then I consolidated down to 4-card 4090s, and then consolidated down to 8-card. So, I have a lot of extra motherboards because of that.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me with all my 5810s and 7810 servers, the Dell servers. Like, I started consolidating. I don't need all those anymore. I have so much RAM and stuff like that. I really should just sell that to consolidate and move to the next level. Maybe get a 4090.
Yeah.
You sell enough and get a 4090.
Yeah.
Just to have one.
Consolidation, that's kind of what
that's key.
It's key, Triple nickel technologies. What's up, man? Witness 101. Okay, seriously, let's talk. 100%. If you have a fab shop over there, something that we're looking for. So definitely, if you have me on Discord, would love to talk. Terra's always interested in that. Right now we have a lot of open air frames, which is fine because I'm not sure, Witness 101, if you've been watching some of the streams or anything with Terra, but we have like a data center has a lot of space, right, that we kind of retrofitted. So we can have a lot of open air frames. We're lucky in that sense, but we would like to get these more into server cases with redundant server power supplies and everything like that. So yeah, Witness, I'll reach out. We can do MOQs as small as 100. Honestly, 100's a little much for us, but let's talk. Definitely interested. Witness 101, I've never seen you guys before. Yeah, if you look at Hawk Crypto, he's in the chat talking about his beautiful coin. If you look at his YouTube channel or mine, you'll see like stuff with Terra, and you'll probably see, I think Mike has, or Hawk has some videos on his as well that kind of show our data center and stuff like that. So we do have one server case in Melbourne, but it's like an ASRock case. It's like, it fits like the data center cards. We have a lot of different data center cards like L40, L40S, A6000, ADAs, stuff like that. But of course, in those server cases, the 4U cases, Witness 101, we can't fit, fit a 4090, right? It barely fits just a perfect data center card. So, so definitely check it out. We're hit us up in Discord too. Now he mentions me, Mike. I'm sketched out by the coins, man. The Rosewell RSV. Let's look this up. I'm interested now. Here, let me type this in. See, I'll type this link in, Mike, but not clickme.xyz. Rosewell RSV.
Never dull moment. Love it.
Here we go. All right, let's see what this is. I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, I don't think this one will fit. Witness 101. I don't think it'll fit. See, if you're over in Shenzhen, then you probably have different 4090s that are like maybe the size of like a 3090, right? Some 3090 models can fit in 4U.
Some.
But it's I've actually had a couple of these. I had a couple of Ethereum miners that fit in Rosewell server cases. Honestly, those were kind of tight with like RX 580s and 470s and stuff like that. There were a couple of the 470, they weren't like compute cards, but they were like the mining editions. I can't remember what they called it, but they had I think the 8 pins on the back, or they had the 8 pins lower so that like it didn't hit, the shroud didn't hit the top of it. So that was nice. But SPX Labs watched this video. Yeah, I'll check it out. You don't have to argue, Witness. No one's getting heated here. I'll check it out. SPX Labs. But yeah, I mean, a 4090. We've done a lot of testing with Terra, and we have not found a 4090 that can even remotely fit in 4U. So, what model 4090, Witness 101? I'm just kind of curious. What's up, Jean? Jean? I'll get it one day, I promise. What's up, man?
Francois.
Francois. Yeah, we'll just go by your middle name, Francois. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The server cases are always the best way to go. We have some kind of we have some issues, right, with open air. Not many, but it's just not meant for it, right? It's kind of like mining rigs that were kind of the same thing, and it would be nice.
Kind of all over the place. That's the problem. Yeah. It's kind of hard to manage, but I mean, it's looking pretty good. I mean, those cables you got, I don't know. You must know a guy.
Yeah.
Know a guy.
It's NVIDIA. Oh, the Founders Editions. I don't know. I guess, do you have a 90-degree right angle for the 12 pin? But any suggestions on the R8 not taking power? Green light on, but no power. No. Send me a message in Discord.
T1, the small, the small factor 4090.
No. Which one? The small form factor 4090?
Yeah.
The Form DT1. Here, let's Form DT. I've never heard of that one.
I thought Gigabyte came out with a small. I forgot who it was. Was it Gigabyte that had the small factor 4090? It was a different card. I forgot, man. I can't keep up with everything. Just a cable guy.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the small case. Yeah, I've seen that. There's a YouTuber. It might actually be that YouTuber that you were talking about, but I did see one where he created like a very tiny 4090 build. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe with a a right angle 12 pin, but I don't know if I would.
They engineered them so you shouldn't put them in server cases. They weren't engineered to be put in server cases.
That's what PNY told us. So that was the first time I heard it directly from an AIB. You know what I mean? Because I always kind of like I said, tinfoil hat theory. I always thought that was the reason why they did it. Because 450 watts is a lot, but it's not like that size. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it is. The Ravish was telling you, pull that up. It's the wind force. I knew it was. Yeah, take a look at that one. Wall.
We have a couple of these at Terra.
I don't think they're as powerful as the regular 4090s though. I think it's different silicon. Honestly.
No, I think that this is. I think we have a couple of these at Terra. Here, I'm trying to pull up their website's awful. Let me pull it up on Newegg. There we go. Mike's saying Vast AI doing 25 a day with 44090s. Yeah, man, Vast AI is killing it. They're doing really well. All right, I'll switch over to Dark Moon. See, I always switch right over to this view. Yeah, it's pretty thin. The one card that in Hawk will love this one too, but it's the MSI Slims, the Gaming Trio Slims. I would probably say out of every card that we have at the data center, and we have about, I want to say, we have a good amount of 4090s, right? Like every make and model and everything you could think of. But we have a lot of the MSI Gaming Trio Slims, and we really like those. Those have been great. No problems at all. The cooling is great on them.
Nice.
So, but the Gigabyte very tiny change cooler for 450 watt TDP, change power plug position. Oh, where's the power plug position? That's interesting. Oh, okay.
Show it.
Yeah, I saw it real quick. Let me try to get a better view of this for you guys. I saw it. I know where it is. Let's see if we can find a better angle of it. No, it's not going to fight. It's right here, I think.
In the back?
See it? Yeah, but you can plug it in from the back, right? That's really nice.
Can you make it bigger?
Not really, no. Or wait. Oh, yeah, right here. I think that's it right there. So you could plug it in straight from the back.
Looks like from the inside with a like.
Well, yeah, it just looks like you could plug the wire can just go plug into the back.
Right angle. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest problem that we've come into, even with open air, right? We have them on Omega frames, is you have literally the wire, whether it's the because we have the adapters on them that are plugged into your cables, Dave, and the 12 pin it's curved, like it's bent. You know what I mean? There's no way to not have stress on it, and like every time you're like, it looks uncomfortable when you're looking at it. This is a great design, though. I had no idea that they changed the position on these. I would not pay $2,200 for it, but yeah,
problems of the pin.
Yeah, no, but that's smart. That's really smart. See, this would fit in a 4U then, but even 4U with a 90 degree coming off the top was really, really close with a lot of these. That's a Witness 101. The models that you have kind of have those as well, or the right angle ones coming off the back. Thanks, Son of a Ravish, for pointing that out, man. That's
nice.
Definitely something to look into. I had no idea about that. We should just put a package together for AI processing and offer it for lease and see if anyone wants it, and if so, then build it. For AI processing and offer it for lease. I mean, are you talking about like building the servers? I mean, Vast AI and everything kind of does that. So are you saying like an all-in-one solution? That's kind of what Octominer did. They have like their Octo server, which it looks good in person. The Octos, not the proof of useful work one with the Xeons, but like the Epic one that they had. Mining Kiing sent that to Melbourne, and Mike has his, or Hawk has his there too, and that's built really well. 4090 slims fit great in the art. Yeah, they do. Hawk has those. Yep. Yeah, the slims are nice, Craig. Slims are nice. Max voltage. Have you noticed that some of the 4090 prices have gone up? Yes, I have, Max. Normally what I do on Vast is I have it for rent, and once it's rented, I up the price a little bit, right? I've noticed with Vast, the trick is, at least for me, because I have a couple of the 4-card or 8-card 4090 rigs, is you could set it a little bit of a higher price, but the further that you go out for the rental is the better. And you might not get the best price for it, right? But you're not going to get people jumping on and off of it. 2 of my 8-card 4090 AI rigs, those it doesn't even pull any power, but it's been rented for probably 2 months straight, and occasionally you'll see a card spike up, but it's idling most of the time. Every time I go to the data center, I look at it multiple times throughout the day, and I can always tell if it's pulling power by the temperature on the cards. The machine's pulling like 2 amps at 208, like 450, 500 watts max. So it does seem like prices are going up a little bit. The demand for 4090s are still very, very high in the AI field. If there's really a market for 4090 preloaded server case, I'm going to start selling them. Witness 101, there is a massive market for preloaded 4090 loaded server cases. If you want my opinion, though, the big market would be a 5U case where people in the US and other markets can put their cards in rather than buying it. Like, just personally, if you're from Shenzhen, take it as I'm not buying Chinese cards. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. And that's just, I want to be able to sell them in the US market and be able to list them on eBay if I need to get rid of them or something like that, right? I'm not buying 4090Ds, or I'm not buying Chinese blower models. And I feel like a lot like other people, right? They rather spend a little bit more here in the US for them. So what I'm saying is, if you could build the whole machine like the Octo server, redundant power supplies and Epic in there, all the connectors and everything like that.
Get good cables.
Yeah. Talk to Dave for the cables. I mean, it's there's a big market for it. So it's probably a small market. I don't know, Mike. I think it's, or Hawk, I think it's kind of big. Can you make it bigger? No, not really. I'm trying, Chuck Danger. I'm trying here.
It's huge. I'm just talking.
You just wired. Those connectors are for retail goons. 4090 blower GPUs from China are only 1850 to 1900. Dual slot fits the server cases, 8-card rig, and 2U. Yeah, what's up, Swamp 7? I'm just not paying 1850 for a Chinese 4090 blower. I'm not. But I'm also I know people will, right, in the AI market, but my opinion on it is I want to be able to resell them to gamers and stuff like that and offload as I'm unloading newer hardware, right? So you're paying more for a Chinese blower for convenience, but then you're selling it for less. So your depreciation on it for when you buy it is more. You know what I mean? So it's I guess if you're setting it and forgetting it and just leaving it in a server case, then it would be worth it. But
yeah, if you're not looking to turn over, if you're just looking for that to be your end game for at least a couple of years, that's not how it works, though. That would be I think that's just a bad investment, in my opinion, maybe, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Jensen Wong said that Larry Ellison and Elon Musk had dinner at Nobu last week and just sat there begging for AI GPUs. God, wouldn't it be nice to be NVIDIA right now? It's
oh my God, yeah,
crazy,
right?
Yeah, it's nuts. China supply is getting 48 gigabyte RTX 4090s this month. Yeah, I mean 4K is, I don't know. I wouldn't pay it, but I mean, it opens you up to more language models, right? You're able to do more with it, but it's harder to find the clientele for it, I think, unless these other platforms adopt it right away, right? But then you're competing again against depreciation on these cards when a new version's coming out soon. So 48 gigs is nice though, but by the time they're probably released, you're probably looking at 48 gigabyte like data center cards here in the States that are close to that. Maybe 5K, like around there, like 6,000 ADA or something like that. It's yeah. Witness 101. Very talkative tonight, by the way. Thanks for joining in. Vast AI kind of doesn't, because you have no idea about the paranoia. People want to rent metal, its effect, and pay a huge premium. That's why these cloud plays aren't using their capacity. Yeah, can see it. Can see it. All right, I'm trying to catch up with all the chats here, so I'm going to jump up. 4090s in Shenzhen, 1600.
Oh, man, you're really far behind.
Yeah, let me jump up. I don't depreciate them and throw them away. I've never sold a card. Yeah, not in 11 years of CPU mining or GPU mining. Never sold a card. That's impressive. We have L40S's way behind the chat. Yeah, I know. I'm trying here. I'm just trying to talk with everyone here. Crypto Craig says he loves the blowers. Yeah, I mean they're nice. They are nice. They're easy. It's just I'm kind of like what Smash I Like Bro says. Gamers rather rinse and repeat. Better to exit, refresh. I do that a lot with crypto. I've had cards that I've mined on for years, but I also refresh them. You know, I kind of get rid of them while they're still relevant in the gaming field. You know, they're able to sell, right? I don't want to. I have like a whole stack of GTX 1070s here actually that were from 2016, and those were the only group of cards that were not sold, right? And now they're like $70, and it's going to cost me honestly more to sell these than what they're worth, right? Because 2 people out of the 5 that buy this are going to return it, and I'm going to have to pay shipping both ways, right? Like I don't know. It's something.
Make a rig and just set it and forget it, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a thought. No.
What, set it and forget it? I mean, it's efficiency wise. I think that
just something just like I don't know. I mean,
I think with AI it's going to be a little bit different. I think that there's going to be a whole as cards progress, new versions of Tensor cores come out, new cards come out, higher VRAM. Like I think that there's still going to be a lot of language models that don't want to rent higher end cards, so they're going to rent lower end cards. I still think that there's going to be a market, and it's not going to be as steep as it was for mining. But with Ethereum mining, it was really difficult. Every time a new card came out, it's way more efficient, way less heat, you get way more hash rate, and so you're always kind of like chasing that. You know what I mean? Like because you have all the overhead. Yeah. But, I think, with the 3090s, for instance, the 3090s are still worth it. Even if you were to buy a 3090 and throw it on Vast or another cloud, provider, it would be worth it. Right?
I have 3090s on Vast right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like
I said, so forget it. It's like I am very appeased with the amount of money I'm making a week. So it's just like I'm not going to keep on messing around with numbers. It's not worth my time. So I check it periodically, make sure everything is running. I actually have a meter on one of them that I made just to see, and it's just like the most I've ever seen it go to like 65 freaking watts. It's like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of money they're spending for this card. It's just like,
well, they don't have to buy the overhead for it, or like they don't have to buy the whole machine. They don't have to maintain the machine. They don't have to sit next to the machine. So it's like it kind of makes, even if it's more expensive over the period of just say a year that they do rent these things, it makes sense to not have it near you. You don't have to deal with it.
Your liability.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah.
You're paying for a service. It's just like, we could wash our cars once in a while, but what do? We'll go to a car wash and get it done. Right?
Yeah.
It's just easier that way. You pay a premium because someone else is doing a service for you. So it's the same difference. This is money to be out there. There's money to be made out there. It's just how you look at it and what you do.
Yeah. Crypto Craig, the L40S is sweet. Think they will pay themselves off. Mike answered that. Yeah, they'll pay themselves off. Data center cards are they're a lot different than consumer grade cards, right? They depreciate faster, they're more expensive, but in turn they make more, right? So I don't want to say they're riskier, but it also for us as a company gets you into a different clientele, right? Like there's people that need data center level cards, 48 gig cards,
right,
rather than a 4090, right? And the clients that you usually get for those machines are longer term clients, right? They're not hopping on and off and loading up, Stable Diffusion and messing around with it. So it's there's like so many variables with it, right? That's what it's hard to when you're like, just say you have like $5,000 and you're looking at like what to build out. There's so many factors. That's what makes it different than mining, right? Like you have to look at like what people are currently using in the history and everything like that of what the best setup is for you. It's a lot different than mining. It's not just hash rate or anything like that. It's the price point of the L40s, they're about $7,000 to $8,000 each, I think. You could do the A5000 AV link to get 48 gigs. Yeah. It's the L40Ss are that rig that we have at our data center was, I'm not going to say a price, but it was expensive. It's a big boy server. You know what I mean? It's like one of those that would be in AWS or Hetzner and stuff like that. It was definitely a learning curve for that. But we're happy with it. It's it opens the door to a lot more possibilities, right? I think that's the big thing, because a lot of these machines that we have, like we'll just use like a 6-card 4090 build, for example, right? You can only do so much with that. And I'm not technical enough. I know that there's a way, like what Flux is doing with Mining Kiing mentioned it. I can't remember what it was called, but it's kind of like combining compute power for one job, one purpose. But when people are renting machines, depending on what they're doing, a multi-card L40S rig compared to a multi-card 4090 rig will do it a lot faster, do it a lot more efficiently, and get them the results that they want. So, Mr. Goat, Geek of All Trades, what's up, man? Good to see you. This is a Wendy's drive-thru. I wish, Goat. I could go for a Dave's double right now. A David's double. I'm sorry,
David.
Yeah, David's double.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. It's the AI stuff. I think is pretty interesting. It's been very, I want to say rewarding. It's been very profitable over the last year. I want to say it's almost been like a year now. But I know a lot of the guys in the chat now are a little bit into AI, kind of dabbling here and there. I would definitely not suggest starting with data center level cards. But
if you got the money, do it, man. I mean that.
It's
not financial advice, but I mean shit. One of those, like, throw away about 30-40 grand and just see how it goes. It's all you. You know what I mean?
But I mean I don't know. It's been good, and no complaints. I do want to get one on a Flux Edge soon. I know Jarrett or Mining Kiing was doing a lot of videos on that. I actually should bug him. I was talking to him earlier. I just didn't ask him, but I wonder how the rentals are going on Flux Edge. Haven't talked to the Flux team in a while. We were just talking about that too, right? We haven't talked to Decky in a while, so
they're busy.
Yeah,
they're doing a lot of things. Building new partnerships.
Yeah,
on the Discord, you see a lot of stuff going on in Discord. So,
have you used their Flux AI, like their chat to chat model? Yeah,
I just haven't had time. I mean, like there's a lot of things going in the background of my company right now, and it's just like I don't have the time right now. I'm trying to make a little bit more time, and hopefully I can get into it, and set up a rig. It's just like, I don't know. I'm doing a million things at once and trying to make sure that, the important things get done first, just with business itself. So
yeah, I guess that's the thing about business, right? Like if you can't pull yourself in every direction, or you're not going to like do what's right in front of you. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's, I know, you have a lot of exciting stuff going on, Dave. So maybe one day, One day,
Who
but
knows? I don't even know if I'm able to even talk about it at this point. So it's just like,
yeah, but it is very
exciting as
cool,
hell,
and
you know.
and you should be focusing your time on it because
Yeah.
it's exciting and
I should be
and
focused
everything.
100% on that.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
listen,
Like I don't even know why you're on with me tonight.
like,
Like,
okay.
you're too busy for me, David.
So, Mr. David. So,
Yeah.
so I guess what Mike's talking about, it's like because I'm working on a major contract with Dell. Okay, Dell Technologies. So, I don't know what else I could talk about, but that's about it, really. So, like, my cables are classified,
Yeah.
basically.
G14 classified.
I mean, some of my cables are like super classified. So anyway, putting that in perspective, I'm all the way up at this point.
Yeah.
We're moving forward. Anyway, but I know where I came from. I came from a garage that I made some cables with my hand, and I sent them to YouTubers. And I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wasn't, though. I had some other previous videos on my channel. And anyway, make a long story short, it was just like, I remember where I came from, you know what I mean? And I appreciate all the business and what we could what I could do for the community, and hopefully maybe we can get some more different products and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm always looking for something different, right? Always looking for a solution for something. And I don't know, it's just like, yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's just like really, really exciting. And I'll find out what I can say, what I can't say, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Mike's talking in the chat. Can't talk about it. Yeah, he can't, Mike. But it is fucking. Or I don't know if I can curse, but it is very, very cool.
Mr. Vistang, GPU.
It'll be in Dave's book one day on his biography about it. But it is very cool what you're doing, Dave, and it's like you said, starting from a garage. I can relate to you on that. That's why we started this show, right? Because we're both decided to dive into this crazy world.
Say that,
but yeah, it is crazy where it brings you and who you meet and everything like
nuts.
that. It's
crazy.
Some of my largest customers that I had, I never even they're not in the chat. You know what I mean? Like they're people that I never even thought existed, right? And it opened the door to other things and to Terra and to everything like that. So it was just a matter of time, right? Until you got something like this. So it's don't loco tech me, bro. Is loco tech, is that real or is that?
It's. I mean, I talked to the guys. So listen to this. I talked to the guys, right, at Mining Disrupt. I forgot what it was, like the other guy, because the guy is having a baby or something or something, whatever. But anyway, I talked to one of the guys, and they wanted me to provide a solution for cables, for an adapter, because I make the cables. I haven't heard from them. Everybody's still waiting for stuff. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like with that. Yeah. All I could say is that this guy's doing good.
Yeah.
There's no I mean, it's not a big deal of what I'm doing. It's just the relationship that I was able to build with a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's that simple. And the other relationships that I'm working on right now is like huge.
Yeah.
So it's, moving in the right direction. I am blessed. I'm very, very happy the direction the business is going. I work kind of hard.
Yeah, kind of hard. Yeah, you're there all day.
I know. It's just like, gotta wake up. I'm always, I try to go in other streams. I go to sleep so early, dude.
Yeah.
I go to sleep so early and I wake up early, and on a norm, it's at least 9 to 10 hour days. I gotta give myself some time, kind of to recoup. So,
yeah. It's a balance, man. It's a balance.
It is. It's a good balance, though. I'm always refreshed. I get enough hours of sleep for the most part, and just what's this day gonna bring us? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I appreciate the community, though, because without the community, I'll be spending money out of my pocket for the shop and everything else, and it's just like everything's doing good. You know what I mean? Everybody's making a couple dollars here and there. So when you guys making a couple of bucks, I have a potential to make just a couple of bucks to sustain the the business. That's all. That's all we look for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy world, Dave. Crazy world, but congratulations on all of it. I know it's exciting, and one day we'll, like I said, it'll be in your book, but you'll be able to tell everyone. And
that'd be exciting, though. If I'm able to release information, I will. But as of right now, it's not. It's happening. That's all I want to tell you guys. It's happening, and it's really fucking exciting. But freaking exciting, whatever. But it's just like, it's there's nothing to see, Hawk. I'm never gonna show you something tangible of what I'm doing. Just it is. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a huge claim. Yeah, I'm working with $1 billion company. It's true. It's facts. But it is what it is. Believe whatever you want to believe. But it's whatever. I don't gain anything by telling the community that I'm working with $1 billion company. Everybody that has my cables, they already know that my stuff works. They already know it's quality. It's just another stamp, with the company, to prove that everything that I said from day one, the work that I do, like the hard work that I did, the money I paid for engineering to get this cable, the right cable, right, 16 gauge, has proven and has been tested by Dell. Well, by the Department of Defense. That's it. I'm not saying anything else. That's it. So your cables that I make have been tested by the Department of Defense, not my engineers, not you guys that purchased them, in time, not the YouTubers, everything like that. They've been tested by the Department of Defense.
Yeah. You'll have a yacht just troll me behind in a dinghy. Yeah, I'll be in the dinghy with you, King. But
I'm just saying, so basically, anyway, in a nutshell, that's this was the avenue that I always wanted to go in because of my it's funny how, look at the shirt I'm wearing today, Mike.
Yeah.
So it's just because of my background and everything else. This was like a good goal to try to come up with, but
I mean, it's a natural migration, right? Like the stuff you make is like full custom anything, you know what I mean? The highest quality, like it makes sense in a natural progression of your product and your product line where it was meant to be, right? It's so it's it is very, very cool. So mil spec means the cheapest.
It's expensive. Mil spec is it's like overpriced, basically. Mil spec. But you have to just have specifications, like basically like PDF files have to be made and everything else for my cables. It's nuts. It's like next level stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, hey, you can charge for that, right? Like R&D time, like all this time to put this stuff together. It's that's the beauty about it, is you could charge, right? Because government does spend a lot of money. It's
well, I guess the best part about this whole situation, I was the crazy guy to come into, I think in the beginning, the crypto space, and make cables in the United States, and farm products that are made in the United States, right? The materials, and then put it all together and spend all my time and money to create a cable that has been created already, right? But a cable that's created to specifications for that pin and for that cable. So it paid off.
100%.
Well, it's not like I'm rich or anything like that. It doesn't matter like what I'm doing. It's just like working with Dell and the DoD. It's just like the company I'm working with does not want stuff made from China.
Oh yeah. Exactly. It's a pager shark farmer working with pagers.
What's Tom saying now? What is he saying?
I don't know. You're feeding the troll. You're feeding Walt Disney here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking about it. You could talk about it. It's just there's certain things you can't talk about, right?
Yeah, nobody told me exactly what to say and what not to say. It's just that, like, basically it's just there's certain things I know just being in the military and doing intel and stuff like that. I just understand how it works, right?
Yeah.
I understand what to say and what not to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's freaking exciting though. But hopefully I have another couple of meetings in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
And I will ask if you know what I could say. You know what I mean? If I actually put it out there. I'm not sure about the other company and stuff like that. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, and once you know, well, we talked a lot about it, Dave. I don't want to keep talking about
fun.
it, but it's exciting. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's exciting getting into that field and stuff like that. I got into a lot of fields too. Like I said, that I didn't expect to. I had clients that were in education, like in universities and stuff like that, and I never thought that you'd get. But that's really where the the big fish are. You know what I mean? The big platforms that you can get, because just like the government, education blows money on everything. So it's interesting. And it's good. So it expands and migrates your business into really where I think it'll shine, right? And make the use of it, right? Like all of your cables for these China boxes are so over engineered, right? And they're way higher quality than anything that these things would come with, right? That's why people buy them, because they don't want their shit burning up. You know what I mean? But it's like a natural migration for your company to go into things that actually need them for what they're built for. You know what I mean? I think that's sick. So it's working with a company like Dell, that's amazing and opens up so many doors. So it's great. Smash the like, bros. What up? Can I buy some shares of Veteran Miner? No, King. It's closed funding. Only me.
Only me.
Gov DeSantis gonna expose the woke mob. Florida is not the place to F up. Yeah, I don't know. DeSantis kind of bent over and took it, I think, in this last election. I'll be honest. I liked him before, but now it's just weird. You know what I mean? I feel like, but it's hard. It's hard with Trump, man. Trump just railroads everyone. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. What's new on? What's up? 10 minutes to midnight. What's new on the Terra site? Checking the shop now. On Terra Hosting, I don't think there's a whole lot. We have our reservations there, but all of our nodes and stuff are done actually through the website still, but it brings you to like another recurring subscription thing that we use. Not really a whole lot there, other than just the reservations. That's what we use it for, and informational purposes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's that's that. We do have, I don't want to talk about the other sites, but we do have some other stuff that's going to be for AI and stuff like that. That's kind of exciting. So I don't know if we released it yet or not. I honestly don't know anymore. But I'll try to let you guys know about that. I think I talked about it before. I just don't know if we released it yet. So that's something to figure out. It's yeah. Todd, what's up, man? We are looking for a full stack dev with Ansible skills. What he said, yes. Yeah, we are looking into that.
Answerable skills.
Ansible, yeah.
I know I'm being facetious, but
King's working on a top secret project at Terra. He's we don't let him out of the bunker. We leave him down in the bunker.
Mic job.
Yeah. No, King's been killing it. Dude. Yeah. King's actually taken these it's like a Linux course and stuff like that. It's when he's not working, he's learning, man. It's like everything you could ask for the tech officer. It's he's killing it too, and especially with where everything is going, right? It's a lot of exciting stuff going on with Terra. Can't talk about a whole lot of it, right? Secret. I don't know what King. What was the name of the project that you called it or something? I can't remember. We are hiring for contract project. Yeah, I think it's just not a full-time dev, right? Not yet. Ansible is easy. Just
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah,
just spend a few hours on it.
Yeah,
for Retro Mike, it's easy.
But
You can't afford it.
Craig's right. You definitely can't afford me. Yeah. Well, maybe one day, Retro Mike. Right. It's but exciting stuff, man. That's the thing is you can't, like you said, Dave. Just thankful and grateful for.
That's it. Every day,
for
man.
where it goes, right? And I mean, it's kind of a cherry on the top that we like doing it too, right? Like it's
yeah.
So
some days alone, I really love it. I love the. I mean, shit, Mike. Our friendship has gone a long way, right? We have done a lot of things together, worked together, did things together. You know what I mean? Like businesses. With Terra, with your personal business. With GPURisers. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I'm going to be really, really ready for CES this year. Coming up. Next year coming up. If I go, I think I am. But
100%, Dave. You got to.
I think I am. Like for... Is it in January?
I think so. I know I'm going. Let's look it up. I think it's in January. Was it 2025?
Everything's like... And then like, Mining Disrupt's so... I might not be able to make Mining Disrupt next year, just because it's in March.
Yeah.
7th to the 10th.
Yeah, it was fun. This past year,
I hated it. It was so fucking cold. That's just me, though.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was also like we were there way too long. I think it was like at least we talked about this, Dave. Like now we know what it's about, right? Like it's a monster conference, so it's like just better to go exactly where you want, right? You don't want to go to Alibaba.com down below the Venetian. You know what I mean? Like you want to go to like the main floor, right?
Right.
And I think that's what's good about the business too. From Terra's mind, I do the operations at Terra, right? So I'm kind of like looking at what people are doing and how they're doing it and where we may be able to offer services, right? And seeing where the market is going, that's where all these companies like flaunt their new tech, their new ideas and everything like that. So it's good for that, right? It's definitely not anything crypto related. I don't think I saw anything crypto related at CES, but it's more AI, definitely more AI, and that I think was like a major topic last year was just AI. So it'll be interesting seeing what all these companies like John Deere had like crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like all these construction companies had very cool stuff. I mean, every company. I say construction companies, but you remember what it was like, Dave. It was literally like it wasn't just a conference center. It was the city was the conference. It was nuts.
It was a little overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it was hundreds of thousands of people were there. And it was just like hacked to the nuts, man. It was like nuts to butt there, man. It's like fuck.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but we did lose time with going under like the Alibaba.com basement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we know, and I did, I was trying to build relationships. Some things were good, some things were, maybe I wasn't prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like but excuse me, if I do go though, I'll be prepared.
Yeah. And that's like the learning thing, right? That's why it's important, like going to these conferences, especially like when you own the company and you're active with it and stuff like that. It's like you have to learn what your customers need and like what they're expecting, right? Like when I went last year, I'll just be like, that was when Terra was like just kind of getting into compute. Like it was like, we were dabbling in it. I was working with Mining Kiing on it, and we were just kind of getting into it. So when I would walk, I remember I walked up to like this security camera company that was there. I was like, hey, do you guys need like GPUs or anything? And he was just like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? But now it's like after doing this for so long with Terra and being so involved with the AI side, I can talk to them and give them realistic expectations of what we have and what we can offer, right? Like, hey, do you guys need, compute on standby? What do you need? And everything like that, and work with them. Like I feel like it'll be a lot better this year than it was last year, but yesterday. But you just got to kind of jump into it, right? And see what these companies are looking for. I think that's the biggest thing. And
if there's like a need, because I'm very, I'm cable guy, right? So I'm providing special cable solutions for lengths or, you know, something that needs to be extended or possibly made that needs to meet specifications and requirements, and I'm able to do it in-house here in the United States on a good time frame. When you outsource something, you need like a huge minimum MOQ, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, the lead time is crazy. And then, you know, the stuff that's made in China, a lot of it's not going to be vetted, right? Unless you're like Lowe's and you own a company over there in China, right?
Yeah.
They're vetting their components. Have you noticed that? So like if you get a thing of like for instance like Ethernet, like, you know, ends, right? Like Cat 6 ends or something like that, right? From Lowe's. Go order something from Amazon that looks like it's the same shit. It's like 1 out of like 15 of them will work. Virtually almost every single one of them will work at the ones you get at Lowe's.
Yeah.
Because it's vetted.
I mean, 100%. Yeah.
It's vetted because Lowe's sells it direct to customer. I mean, they sell it online too, but imagine purchasing something and people are returning and be like, what the F is this?
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not the, you know, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was, I mean, Mining Kiing knows that firsthand. I bought, when we started the data center in Melbourne and we were redoing everything, I was like, oh, don't worry about the cable and the caps. I got it, Jarrett. Like I'll order it.
Shit.
We ordered like 1,000 from China, and I was like, oh yeah, they'll be great. They came in and they were like the worst things ever. And then he got some here in the States, and they were like, the tolerance must have been perfect on it because you could easily terminate all these cables and stuff. But I felt so bad because
it's crazy, dude. You wouldn't know unless you're in this space, right? Yeah. I had to terminate thousands of wires. You know what I mean? When I worked in, you know, in a data center, right? Yeah. So it's just like I understand like that just from experience.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm sure you did a couple of terminations here and there, but not on a large scale, right? There was never need for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we live and learn. It's just unfortunate, you know?
Yeah. What's up, all set?
You should feel bad. This guy.
Yeah, that was they were pretty bad, Jarrett. They were no bueno. But it's true. It's true. Like Jarrett's like was the expert in that, right? Like, and me, I didn't know. I'm like the logistics guy. I'm like, I can get it here. I can get it for this price. Like, you know, what's the difference, right? But and that's where, you know, your cables come in, right? Like once you know, because that's a big thing. Why are these cables any different? What are they different for? But once you get to the right customer, then that customer is like, I'll pay a premium because I want a premium product, you know, and that's kind of where I think you've landed here. And that's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, if you can make it to CS, that'd be great. I'm definitely going to be there. I had a great time last time. And
I did too, even though I had a headache because it's so cold. I just got to come prepared. I didn't think it was going to be that cold, but ignorance, you know? First time being in Nevada,
Vegas,
right?
Yeah.
So that's the first time being in Vegas, believe it or not. So
it gets really hot and then it gets really cold. It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
But yeah, I mean, it's fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff. It's all going to be AI again. All going to be AI. Let's see how long it takes until we find something with AI.
I was saying that I give my cables to like Linus Tech Tips, and we saw that guy at Linus Tech Tips. Who was that? I think I was with King though. You weren't with me, right, Mike?
I was with you. I saw him. The guy, the
glasses guy. It was both of us, right? We were together. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's I don't think Linus is the best person to get your cables in front of. I think who you have them in front of now, Dave, is exactly who they need to be in front of now. And then I think once you know that is, you know, I mean, it's already there, but you know, once we spoke about earlier, right? Like, what can you put in the portfolio? What can you not put in the portfolio? It's like, it's better to ask than I guess just do it without asking. But but you know, Linus is do your cables look good in like this proof of useful work machine? Yeah, they look great. Are they gonna? I don't have to worry about my 4090 burning up. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. It's good. Yeah. But that's not the direct customer, right? They in my opinion, that you want to shoot for, right? That's not going to be like the money maker, right? That's going to be the fun crypto mining AI, like your TVM brand, GPURisers or GPU.com brand, sorry. TVM and everything like that. That's with this community, and that's where you grew, and that's how you're growing. So but that's what is growing you into this next phase, right? Where I really think that's where your cables are going to shine. You know what I mean? It's it'll be good. Let's see, Jay-Z 2 cents. Yeah, well, travelers travels. Yeah, I mean, it can't. That's where I was just talking about it. Sorry, I had a bunch of coffee today.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt, So it's just like I felt like I was like I did things last minute because I'm doing orders and then I had to leave and stuff like that. You know how it is, Mike. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It's getting a little bit more, more focused. So we'll see. Yeah. Depending when this MOQ comes out, as of right now, I would like to go, but we don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just have to.
It's
figure it out.
I mean, this is a good one to go to, but it is expensive to go to. Mr. Hawk, talk about the interest rate decrease. I'm tired of hearing Dave stroke himself. Mike's on a tangent today. I mean, there's nothing to really talk about with the interest rate. I mean, they cut 50 basis points. It's good. I mean, it was I think a quarter would
be a quarter
expected, or 50 and a quarter I think were both expected. So it's not
you kind of hoping for the 50, right? But
yeah, it's I mean, the market I think reacted just how it would. You know what I mean? It'll jump up and then jump down and kind of equalize. That's how it's going to be, right? Like I don't play the market by any means, but you're gonna see interest rate cuts. They've been saying it right for a while now. So I think homes are going to start going up. We talked about this, I think last one, but yeah, seeing them cut it is nice. It's good. I know the price of bananas have been going down too, which is great. People can get more bananas.
Everybody's watching our show now. They understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get it. They're like, oh shit, GPURisers is a better miner. Okay, let's fix this. We got millions of people watching us right now, Mike. So
we have 70 people watching. Thanks for watching, guys. This X and YouTube thing is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna try Instagram. Might as well just stream to all the platforms, right? Everyone watches on different platforms and stuff like that.
It's the only good thing that Hawk was able to give us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the X. Actually, I think he did the X integration through Streamlabs or something, but then I looked on StreamYard and they have the integration there, which is cool. So it's I don't know if my comments are working on X, but it is cool. I like the dual stream stuff. It's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, CES January, that will be fun. Anyone watching that goes to the conferences and stuff like that, I know we have some of them here. It's good to mix it a little bit. You know what I mean? In my opinion, and also it's definitely not crypto mining related, but we saw Gigabyte there, we saw MSI, we saw like all the brands that we're familiar with in the crypto mining community that you can see kind of where they're going with stuff, their new cards, their new card designs. Remember some of the supers I think just came out when we went, right, Dave? Yes. And they had those like really cool designs on them. It's interesting to see how they cool and where the market's going, whether crypto mining, AI, whatever you're into. So I don't know.
See if the guy that I was supposed to connect to in Gigabyte is fired or something. So it'll be interesting if he's there next year.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's good to see, right? Like we're all into tech. I think that the AI, crypto, whatever DeFi, it's all tech, right? Like it all kind of is centered around tech and whatnot. So, it's good stuff. It's good to go. It's definitely a great conference to go to. Gordon Murray, the gaming GPU market is dead. Everything is going towards AI now. The gaming GPU market. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't want to say dead, but the GPU mining is not doing great. But I mean, it's hard, right? Like it is hard. I mean, I understand like the GPU mining and supporting the projects and everything, but a lot of people that like if you buy a 4090 or 4080 Super, like it's hard at the end of the day not to put it on a platform that's going to make you more money, right? Like that's difficult. But having other cards and everything like that might not be the 4000 series or something like that might be great for mining, right? Like I think it's a good mix. Like it's good to have a good mix on it. So it's that's my 2 cents, Dave. David. That's my 2 cents, David.
Damn it, yes.
But it is getting late, 9:52. So we've been going on for about an hour and 20 now. I think we're gonna call it, guys. I know not a whole lot of crypto talk tonight, but
just touching base with a couple of things tonight. That's all, like usual, you know.
But yeah, more of a little bit of everything, right, Dave? But,
smash the like, bros. Seriously.
Yeah. But thanks everyone for stopping by. We're gonna be on David's channel next week on Wednesday. So tune in there. We'll be on X and YouTube. But other than that, Dave, I don't know. I'll let you say the goodbye, or what do they call it? The
farewell.
The farewell. Yeah, go. There you go. So you got something good.
Talk to you guys on my channel next week. Buy my cables. Sorry, or you step on a Lego on her. That's it. That's all I got for you guys.
All right, guys. Well, take it easy.
Appreciate you guys.
See you guys next week. Have a good night, guys, and a great rest of your week. And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
All right. Bye.